Mr. Kunle,
Yeah, good morning.
it's like your dream is coming true.
Yeah,
The North, the Northern Nigeria, has finally bowed to Southern request for restructuring 37 years after. They are the ones begging. What is it? Is that what you are saying, or we are seeing, others we are not seeing?
you see, one thing is you can't hide away from the truth. You can never, you can never hide away from the truth. Now, the truth has dawned on them, on the same people that said they don't want any restructuring, they want the status quo to be, and the truth is now down on them that without that restructuring, we cannot be who we want to be. It's only we just be being under the shadow of some section of the country. And me, I don't want to be under any shadow any longer. That is, someone is born to rule, someone is the countryman for only the president. There must be equity if we want to be one nation. And that is why the elder statement, I've known all this and I've digested it when the elder statement of the South has started coming out that give us decentralize the country, or decentralization now see, and true federalism will be the good things to go about. And one thing again that so they were planning, the cabals, I'm talking of the Nigerian cabals that owns, they believe that they owns Nigeria. One thing they were planning was for that Jonathan confirm not to see the end of the day, or not to see the light of the day, and that's they nearly succeeded until the elder statement, the erudite men, this I can to say that the wise men, the four wise men came down to Aso Rock, have a meeting with the president, that confab need to be included, because that will help us a lot to get the clear view of where we're going. As it is now, we are not federalism. We are not practicing real federalism as it is, because there is, I mean, injustice for some region, while the other region are enjoying most of the largest, in population, in are you not aware that we don't have census for a while now?
We will not even had a correct census since
Census.
1921.
Yeah. So those are the rates. And can you build anything on nothing? You can't build anything on nothing. And that's what we say now, that let us build a new Nigeria. That is a new federalism Nigeria, federalism government on something. Number one, we need to know how many we have. Not mago result that they will print out that so one region is this so number, one region is so number. We don't want that. We fool ourselves for them. We can only fool ourselves for a while. We can't fool ourselves forever. And thank God there's light coming out at the end of the tunnel. And that's always my slogan. Even all these issues we are having, we know how to have it if that there's collective support. You can see the food issues. We cannot plant food. We cannot go to farm, because of what? The fear of the bandits is the beginning of fear. I mean, the presence of the bandit is the beginning of fear for everybody now. That's what's making everybody starve in this country now. Nobody want to go to farm and die. You want to go to farm and die. You encroach other people's region and you start killing. I mean, it's uncalled for.
Does it come as a surprise to you, Mr. Kunle, that the North just bow? There must be something we don't know Tinubu might have done to the North. Maybe they foresee something at the end of the day.
There's nothing so good, there's nothing so bad in what he's doing now, and there's nothing I did not foresee. Because there must be equity. There must be equity in the land. When there's no equity, yeah, that's bring up injustice. And that is what's bringing the agitation all around. Number one, the Southeast is having how many states? Just 4 or 5 states, in which they are due for 5 or 6. Likewise. And now that one has been allocated to them. I think they are going to carve a state from Abia, and one other state. So that's, and thank God the Abia people recognize what he's doing, what the president is doing. That's what they lost during the Biafra. They have to, they're gaining it back under this government. And you can see, we need that equity. There must be equity. There must be equity. And the equity has to come from we people that are being sidelined of our. You can see now when the what's it called the income, the general the domestic income comes in into the government compound. That is central government. I'm talking of the presidency government. There are some sections that they say they don't drink beer, and the proceeds of the beer they will share. There will be a particle of it, right? And you see a lot of imbalance, system we are practicing. And before we can get out of it, we have to go to the roots. How do we find ourselves where we are? Is now our constitution, Mafasi constitution, and the military constitution, Abubakar, and Salam constitution, is it working? It's not. It's not really working. So you can't be playing round and round without any results. So we want results. And I can say it in an erudite politician like the president of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right? He doesn't know me. I don't know him, right? I know him as a president now, but he doesn't know me. Not to know that it's my family, is my. Nevertheless, we are same Yorubas, right? I feel the pains everybody is feeling. So, but I still insist they should allow this guy to breathe, because he will want to write a good name for himself on the. No matter how demolish they try to demolish him, no matter how they all blackmail, they want to blackmail him, is the result of good Nigeria. Me, I'm looking for a good Nigeria where my children can breathe, where my children can say, okay, I'm proud to be a Nigerian, right? Not when my children will be a second citizen in Nigeria. We are all equal. There shouldn't be any what's it called, any superiority from any region, we are all one, we're all equal. There must be equity. There must be equity.
Are you sure that Tinubu is going to implement this or support it or make sure he accomplishes it within his era? Because the North can be very funny politically, especially now. The issue of Dangote is coming up. They are not too comfortable. There's also a factor of 2027, ahead. Is it a kind of delay again, and also romance Tinubu at the end of the day, they still maintain their former position and still throw Nigeria backward?
Sorry, let's even start. The Russian flag, where does it come from? Where does the Russian flag, this thing come from? Is it not same level, the Chad? Is it Chad or Niger? That did. Niger, that did. So we know all this game. They are playing. We know all this game. That Russian flag they flew was for the military to come in and take over the way they took over in Niger. So what else are we looking at? What else are we looking at? You don't want people to go, and you are oppressing people with your superiority in number, with your superiority of appointments. When you look at, I've been hearing so name from the 60s. In the 60s, there was one that said he doesn't even know the naira, how much what's it called? They sell food. He doesn't know that Nigerians are suffering until they see Nigeria picking food on the dustbin. That was in the 80s, because that was what Queen brought to us then, Queen Elizabeth. That was why the woman herself, she grew before she died. She proved, an elder supposed to be should be able to balance his children, not having any favorism. But there was favorism for some section of this country over the others. The right you have, the right they have, I don't have it. When you look at all the police station, minor cases, they will land somebody in cell. How many of those people from that section, how many of them are they arrested? They even always arrest anybody from there, because there's superiority power that there's nothing that will happen to them. A country that there's law, two laws, law for the preserved people and the law for the common people. The preserved people, they said, okay, there's nothing you will do with them. Either you arrest them or there's nothing you can do with them. Look at the issues of the bandits. They said they caught in Dubai under the Malami administration that they are going to give them secret trial. Must you give the bandits secret trial? Are you not supposed to name shame the bandits? Show them to us, let us know who they are. And now we do not hear anything about the bandit. That's the level we are now. We have two countries inside the country, whereby where the Boko Haram will be dictating, will be collecting tax in Zamfara, will be collecting tax in some, northern state.
Look at the killing of students recently.
Amen. Even the killing of the emirs too. So the bandits are taking over the government in that section there. And if we don't take time, we don't take time. Yeah, they will encroach. They've even started encroaching Ogun State already. They started encroaching in the disguise of anybody can stay anywhere in Nigeria so far you're in Nigeria. But where are the identities? Where are the identities? You can't bring a migrant, Arab person, say he's in Nigeria. Where is his roots? You know? And you know these people, they migrate from one section to one area, to one country to another country, one country to another. Did you profile them? They were carrying AK-47 all around. Why the citizen cannot dare even near gun, local gun, this thing? Can you see? Is that not discrimination? Is that not? That's no equity in it.
Like Tinubu stood against them. The way Tinubu's presence is like an hero. And why we've seen the Northerners referring to him as an emperor. Is it because they are saying that Tinubu discovered their secret and is ready to fight them?
I can tell you, what? That's why I say I studied Tinubu since 1990. When during the advent of that democracy, we want to, go into. I remember then he was a senator representing Lagos West, and he stood firm on tackling the military to go back to the barrack, the high BBs of this world, the Abacha of this world that came, and he was then loyal during the Abiola presidency era. He was one of the people that canvassed campaign for Abiola, and then Shehu Musa Yaradua, that's the brother of the late Yaradua we have, former president late Yaradua. His senior brother Shehu Musa has to just look at his link with the westerner here and the southerner here generally. Say, okay, let this man go. He surrender his mandate. That okay, I collapse my mandate to what's it called? And what happened? They went to go and bring Tofa. Tofa that does not even know what the price of the petroleum is. He does not know anything about Nigeria. He just creates confusions, for Abiola presidency. And what happened now? They did not allow him to get there. And when this guy was coming in, he said, don't treat me as you treated Abiola. That's a loud message. That if anything happens to me, people that will be responsible for that. And that may be the end, right, of our handshake across the border. Because when the handshake start going up across the, this thing is getting to insult them that are more superior than you. So the handshake shouldn't be leveled up. Any handshake that is leveled is a true handshake, but any handshake that is above the shoulder, that's going the other way around.
So on the last note, Kule, just one word for the South and the North to move Nigeria forward.
To move Nigeria forward, we have to go back to the drawing board. It's not all about talk. We need to go back to the drawing board and swear to oath that we walk the walk, we will walk the talk the way Nigeria is supposed to be. And that I'm telling you, the best way out is regionalism system of government. So everybody manage, and I could see that coming because there is state police already. Although there are some governors like Plateau State government, and the governors are some other governors. I think one in southwest here, and one in southeast likewise, that have not submitted the memorandum of engagement with the state police. So the government has said they will overrule their agenda if they don't come on board with it any moment. We need state police. We need police that will monitor the immigrant, the immigrants that come into the system, or the new comer that come into the system, and it will work very well. How can a man from Sokoto police Lagos, that he does not even know anything about the terrain of the Lagos. How can a man in Abeokuta come and go and police Sokoto, that he does not know the terrain? Is that not even, that is why they are getting all these people killed easily. They don't know the terrain. But averagely, an Igbo policeman that is well grounded in that area, he will know the criminal, he will mingle with the criminal, systematically. We mingle, they will know who is criminal, who are the real people that are meant well. So to me, I think that state police is a sign that good things are still coming. Once we get the state police, then we can now go on the this
open restructuring or implementation of 2014 confab. Mr. Kunle, the two, where would you choose? Implementation of Jonathan 2014 confab, or we will go into a total restructuring? Which one will be faster and easier because for Tinubu to do? Just one word.
The two will come on one block. The two will come on one space. Because when you're talking of the restructuring, you need that input of that confab, to guideline you, to safeguard you down to your destination. So that's why we say that confab, it was the presence of all Nigerians. Jonathan said each region should be their best, should bring their best, best erudites, representative that will represent them in that confab. And they will produce a lot of erudite people in that confab. So we shouldn't let that the talk in that confab, we shouldn't let it waste. We are too wasteful in this country. When you go for one this thing, you abandon it. You go, you enter another one. It's not like that. Let's stick to the one that can give us a better life, a better system of governance in this country.